Summertown Eagles, Lawrence County Wildcats. This is the X Sports Network.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to more holiday Christmas basketball tournament action. This is Clint Brazier, along with my good buddy, Mr. Timmy Kenning, and our technical man extraordinaire, Mr. Will Pettis. The Summertown taking on Jackson Christian. Jackson Christian coming in at 8-2. Summertown on a roll theirself. But, Timmy, before we get into this men's contest, had a whole lot of basketball going on in the last few days. Action from today, LCHS girls lost to Livingston Academy. Summertown girls beat Collinwood. Loretta boys beat Pearl Cone easily. Loretta girls beat Deschler easily. And LCHS boys are about to play University School out of Jackson. But our loyal listeners are all Summertown fans.
All Summertown, they don't care about all that.
And we're going to be talking to Coach Jeremy Jean here at halftime of this game because he's in the crowd tonight. But Summertown girls had a good week down at the new gym in Loretta. Pretty much blew out everybody they played. Deschler, who's ranked 4th in their division in the state of Alabama. Mars Hill Bible School, who's ranked number 1 in their division in Alabama. And then handled Collinwood pretty easily today. So I'll say this about Coach Jeremy Jean. He's been here for 3 years, and 3 years in a row, he ain't lost at Christmas time.
No, he can wear them out at Christmas time, that's for sure. But, Glenn, I ain't got to go to none of the games, but I have been watching them. I'm glad X Sports is here, like a lot of the other fans. That's the reason I enjoy coming and doing it for them, because I ain't made it to none this week with work and everything going on, but I have been able to go home and sit down and watch them.
Yeah, I do want to give a big shout-out to Mr. Hayden Burks and Michael for all they did this week at Loretta because, as Timmy just said, we don't have a big crowd here tonight, especially Wednesday night. It's church night. And Summertown playing this opening round tonight. But, so proud of AJ and all the work they did, but especially those two covered all those games down in Loretta so we could watch. My daughter, she played that first game against Deschler and was sick as a dog, and she didn't play the next two, so I just had to kind of watch from work and home to keep up with it, and wouldn't have been able to do that if it wasn't for the X Sports Network. So big shout-out to those guys. Summertown, Timmy, I don't know anything about this Jackson Christian team other than their record that's on Coach T, and it just says 8-2, so it may be more or worse than that.
Well, you don't really know who they've played, but just watching them warm up, they're very athletic. They're going to be quick.
They definitely passed the get-off-the-bus test.
Yes, they most definitely. So, and they could all make layups, so we'll kind of go from there.
Got a little different starting lineup for Coach Long tonight. He's starting out both Sherman brothers, along with Mabry and Kurt Burleson and Grayson Burleson. And I'm looking over there, Timmy. Let's see. Jackson Bennett has been a normal starter, but I don't see Jackson over there.
I don't see him. I wonder if Jackson ain't sick. This stomach bug and stuff's been going around. I ain't heard nothing from his daddy.
Strep and stomach bug going around bad.
He's probably listening, so I'm sure he could shoot me a text, let me know what was going on with Jackson.
All right, so Summertown have their hands full. Summertown being their home whites. They'll be traveling left to right on our screen here, as we'll provide that for you. It'll be Eagles against Eagles, as Jackson Christian will also be the Eagles in both blue and white. It'll be Jackson Christian controls the tip. Aiden Shaw with it, trying to work on Mabry.
I will say Mabry's going to have his hands full with this kid tonight.
Kicks it up top to Vargason. Now over to Reagan. Reagan driving in, kicks out. Jenkins going to let a long three fly, and he'll bury it. Quick 3 points opening to start it for Jackson Christian. Here comes Summertown. Leighton Sherman with it, trying to cross over, gives up to Grayson. Grayson finds a seam, gives down to Kurt Burleson on a good give and go. Good pass by Grayson Burleson, good finish by Kurt. That'll make it a 3-2 game, 6.5 to go here in the first. Shaw with it now on the left wing. Swings up top to Lawrence. Lawrence looking down low to Jenkins, who just made the three. He's got the up and under it good. He's got all 5 points for Jackson Christian. as they lead Summertown here early. Kurt swings it over to Mabry. Mabry driving baseline in the corner to Sherman. Now up top to Leighton Sherman. That's Sawyer to Leighton for 3. Back of the iron just won't fall. Rebound to Jackson Christian. Here comes Shaw with it, wasting no time. Swings it out to Vargason. Back to Shaw. He'll try to work on Mabry. He's at the timeline now. He's going to give it up top to Reagan. Reagan at the high post, hands off. No, keeps it. Going to drive in. Layup won't go. Rebound Grayson Burleson. Grayson got it, crossing over and pushing. Trying to find a seam. Now tries to dump it off, but hits the bottom of the backboard. It's going to turn into a turnover, but luckily Jackson Christian is going to turn it right back over to Summertown, trying to push in transition. I'll say this, Timmy, it's Jackson Christian team. I don't think it's a team you want to get in a foot race with.
No, I don't either. They're going to get up and down the floor well tonight, you can tell.
Mabry with it. Picks his dribble up, gets stopped.
That's some help.
Swings down low to Kurt. Kurt's got it, dribbles back to the corner, and he picks his dribble up. He's trapped in the corner. Now swings it up top. Almost turned over. Luckily, Grayson's going to be able to save it. He was tipped by Co Vargason. Now Grayson's got it. Looking for a seam, gets stopped. Out to Mabry. Mabry driving in. Had Kurt on the other side. Great, but Mabry with a good up and under. Finishes the basket for 2. That'll bring it back to a 1-possession game. Summertown trails at 5-4. Vargason with it. Gets tipped out of bounds by Sawyer Sherman. Will stay with Jackson Christian as they'll be inbounding right in front of the Summertown bench. Vargason with it. Summertown, they're 1-2-2. They feed it down low to Reagan. He's off the glass and good on the high-low set.
Did just get a message from Larry Bennett, said they're watching from home. Jackson does have strip.
I got you. Well, that his son and my daughter both have it. Mabry for 3 in the corner. It's no good, but he's fouled. That's by Deuce Lawrence. That should send Mabry to the line to shoot 3. No, they're going to say it's after the foul. And that's one of those calls, Timmy, that sometimes you get 3 shots out of it, sometimes you inbound it.
Yeah.
But what's the defining line here?
I don't feel like if they pay a 3-point line, they was in progress. If I didn't
Sherman
start
open
with
in the corner, going to let it fly. Got it. Ties it up. Good inbound set there. Sawyer got his feet set, or was that Sawyer or Leighton?
That was
Leighton.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dusty. Don't know which one of your kids to give credit to. But either way, it'll tie it up with 4:50 to go here in the first. Vargason swings up top. Shaw going to let the 3 fly. Rolls around, no good. Rebound, Kurt. Kurt out to Leighton Sherman. He's crossed the timeline. Crossing over. Now 6 and out. Sawyer Sherman for 3. Back of the iron, no good. Mabry there with a rebound.
Good job. Keep his feet under him right there, Clint.
Now Grayson going to pull up for 3. Back of the iron, no good, but Sherman there for a rebound. Sawyer off the glass. Can't get it to fall. Had to adjust it to keep it from getting blocked. Just couldn't get it to go. Howell set to check in for Summertown on the next dead ball. Vargason swings it over. Now Shaw with it. It's Aiden Shaw. He's getting trapped. Going to dribble through the trap and out to Vargason. Feeds down low. Reagan off the glass, can't get it to go. Leighton Sherman going to track down the rejection there. Good block by Kurt Burleson. Here comes Summertown. Mabry driving baseline, driving up and under left hand. Good, and he's fouled. Mabry having himself a night so far early in this first quarter, Timmy.
He's going to the basket a little more than I'm used to seeing him play a little more aggressive. Of course, he's been aggressive on defense every game I've watched him, but I like what he's doing.
Yeah. You can tell Jackson Christian's got their scouting report, and they're going to try to limit Grayson Burleson and Kurt Burleson because it seems like every time they touch the ball, they're either trapped in the corner or doubled up. And props to Mabry, finishes the 3-point play there, finishes the free throw, and it puts Summertown on top by 3. 3:45 to go here in the first quarter. Shaw with it. Over to Carlos Robertson, who's checked in. Back to Shaw for 3, and an out no good. Fight for the rebound. It's rebounded by Jackson Christian, but he can't finish the shot. Could Jenkins. Now Grayson going to drive in, right-handed runner, up and good. Extends the lead to 5 for Summertown. Shaw over to Deuce Lawrence. Cross-court pass over to Robertson. Thought about the three. Now going to feed it down low. Jenkins off the glass. Won't go. Rebound, Grayson Burleson. Grayson through his legs. Back to Leighton Sherman for three. Got it! Give the assist there to Grayson. Give the knockdown finish to Leighton Sherman. He's hit 2 big threes so far in this first quarter. And Summertown with an 8-point lead. Shaw with it. Pull-up jumper from the elbow. Short. Gets his rebound, though. Goes up, and he's going to be fouled by Kurt Burleson. That should send Aiden Shaw to the line to shoot 2. Got 2 subs for Jackson Christian as Reagan's going to check back in. Also, Tucker Jones will check in as well. First free throw by Shaw. Rolls around and good. Jenkins and Deuce Lawrence will both get a break. Both free throws good by Shaw. Cuts the lead back to 6 in favor of Summertown. Grayson crossing over, top of the key. Thought about the step back. He's going to clear out. Hands off to Kurt. Kurt over in the corner to Leighton Sherman. Leighton jumped up and got stopped. Luckily, Kurt tracks it down. Now Howe, who's in the game, swings it over. Pass deflected out of bounds by Reagan. It'll stay with Summertown, be inbounding right in front of Jackson Christian's bench. Kurt with it on the inbound. Swings it up top. Leighton Sherman with it now. Looking for anybody as Jackson Christian's dialed up the pressure. Going to get an over the back on Summertown. That'll turn it over to Jackson. I think Jackson Christian kind of woke up a little bit.
Yeah, they've went back to pushing a little harder.
The last 2 possessions, Summertown hadn't had any easy looks. Shaw with it, swings it over to Robertson. Picks his dribble up, cross-court pass over to Jones. Now back up top. Shaw with it, jumper, elbow, side of the rim, no good. Rebound there by Kelsey Rose. Hands off to Reagan. His shot up off front of the rim and good. Trims it to 4. Grayson's trying to find a seam. Step up, 3, baseline, good. Good pull-up jumper on the baseline by Grayson. Makes it 17-11, a minute and a half to go here in the first quarter. Sawyer Sherman and Kason Blackwood both set to check in here on the next possession. If he down low to Reagan, he goes up, no call, no charge, no foul, and I think we're going to get a warning or a foul on Reagan because he pushed off after he made the basket.
Yeah.
I think Coach Long's saying, hey, you just call that a foul when you just open hand shove
Yeah, I don't know
after a basket. Will showing the replay there. That's probably one of those that gets you a technical.
Well, it will, but he was in. He shoves Blackwood. He was him and Blackwood was kind of going back and forth there, and he didn't like it none, which I like it. I mean, if you can make them react that quick, you can get to them later.
Grayson with it, top of the key, working around, drives in, gets the finish. Probably should have got the foul with it. Good hard finish by Grayson Burleson. Puts the lead back to 6. We're under a minute. Aiden Shaw across the timeline. Swings it out to Jenkins, who checked back in. His three-pointer short of everything. Kurt with the rebound. Gives up to Sawyer Sherman. Sawyer up top to Grayson. Pump 3. Looking, now driving. Gives out to Mabry. Mabry trying to drive baseline. Gets a strip from him. He either should have win or kicked it out.
Yeah, one of the two. Of course, he did when he took the ball and started. He started right at Grayson. So it kind of caused a cluster there.
Rose gets it knocked away from him, but then it's fed back down to Rose. He'll finish the easy layup for 2. Summertown got off an assignment there and left him wide open. 12 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Summertown with a 4-point lead. Grayson trying to go behind his back to Curtin's going to turn it over. And here comes Reagan. Layup good at the buzzer. Costly turnover. We'll trim it to 2. And that's how we'll finish the first. Summertown by 2. We'll be back in 2 minutes here on the X Sports Network.
Head on over to Shaw Southeast Distributing in Lawrenceburg to find everything you need for your home, business, or fundraiser. To make life easier, Shaw Southeast Distributing now accepts EBT cards. Have a concession stand, food truck, or just your kitchen at home? Leave it to Shaw to fill your shelves with ease. Shaw Southeast Distributing delivers. Family owned and operated. Phone 931-762-7760. Follow us on Facebook or visit us at 1603 Ripke Avenue in Lawrenceburg.
Hey everyone, this is Landon Meeks, General Sales Manager at Heritage Automotive. From my family to yours, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Heritage Automotive on North Locust Avenue in Lawrenceburg extends to you and your family the merriest of Christmases and happiest of New Years. May great blessings find you and yours this holiday season.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
All right, back at it here, getting ready for the second quarter. Summertown leads it by 2, 19-17. You got Sherman, that's Leighton Sherman, and Sawyer Sherman, Mabry. You got all starters in, both Burleson Cousin. Another costly turnover. Reagan's got another steal. Up and under, layup, good. And all of a sudden, we're tied at 19. This defensive pressure, Timmy, it is really dialed up for Jackson Christian. And it's mostly at the front court.
Yes, and Summertown's having trouble with it right now, too.
Sawyer going to throw it away as Jackson Christian just dialing up and just pressuring the guards up top. And it's led to 3 turnovers in a row. And Jackson Christian with a chance to take the lead back. Vargason's checked back in. He's trapped up the top, swings it over. Deuce Lawrence with it now. Top of the key. Picks his dribble up, back over to Vargason. Now we're down low to a wide open Reagan. His left-handed runner up and good. Just like that, 6 straight points for Jackson Christian. They've taken the lead back. Sherman getting trapped, gives back over to Grayson. Grayson going up, off the glass, and good, and he's fouled. Much needed basket there for Summertown, as it'll tie it back up, and Grayson will go to the line for a chance to retake the lead. Tell you, Timmy, they're pressuring out so wide. I'd like to see Kurt maybe flashing around that high post, catching it and getting to the rim, or just catching it and shooting that jumper, because Kurt's good at that elbow jumper.
Yeah, a little short jumper works good for him, and that's that might be where we start having to go here.
But if they're pressuring so much out up top, somebody's got to be open at the high post.
Well, they're double teaming up top, so somebody's got to be open. You just got to find him.
Shaw, cross-court pass to Vargas. Or Vargason now wide open down low to Reagan. And Reagan's got a lot of points so far, Timmy. I don't know how we leave him open. Sometimes almost throws it away again. Now Sawyer Sherman in the corner, picks his dribble up, trying to feed down low to Grayson. Reagan will come away with another steal. Can't get that right-handed runner to go as he crashes into the wall. Summertown's got some numbers. Mabry off the glass, good, and he's fouled on the transition. So Summertown will retake the lead. If my math's right, was it 22? Yeah. And Mabry's got a chance to extend it one more. Summertown doing a good job running. May got their biggest break of the night, did Summertown, as Reagan's going out holding that back as he goes into the wall hard after that missed bucket in transition. Mabry, free throw, good. Howell going to check in, going to get Sawyer Sherman. So Summertown going to add a little bit of size. .620 to go here in the first half. Summertown by 2. Jenkins up top to Vargason. Back in the corner to Shaw. Now trying to feed down low to Jenkins. Get stripped, turned around. Now we're going to get a quick timeout by Coach Long. We'll take it with him. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on the X Sports Network.
Hey everybody, this is Jacob Patterson with Caldwell Banker Southern Realty. First I want to wish everyone a very happy and blessed Christmas season coming up. And we wanted to bring you out today and feature this house on Alex Drive. It's a beautiful house, got 4 bedrooms, 2 baths. A lot of people think this time of year it's a bad time to sell your home. But the truth is your house stands out more this time of year because it's not up against as many listings, and your house never looks better than it does around Christmas season. So this beautiful house has been decorated for us, and we're going to feature it today and look around. And if you're thinking of buying or selling or interested in this home that we feature today, my number is 931-279-1707, and I'd love to have your business.
All right, back at it after the timeout. It'll be Summertown's ball. They lead at 25-23, 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Leighton Sherman hands off to Grayson Burleson in the corner. Trying to find a seam is Grayson. Long cross-court pass. Now Mabry's got it in the corner. Picks his dribble up, gives out to Howe. Howe swings it up top. Summertown will reset. Leighton Sherman with it. Hands off to Grayson. Almost got stuck. Gives over to Kurt. Grayson for a long three. It won't go, but Sherman there for the long rebound. Tell you, Timmy, it looks like Summertown's just got 5 out wide. We've got nobody flashing the high post or in the middle for a threat. It's going to lead to a turnover and then another turnover. Thank goodness Kelsey Rose couldn't hold his pivot foot. He'll turn it back over. But, yeah, we'll see what happens this time. But it looked like we got 5 outside. Nobody flashing block or high post to keep at least somebody down low.
Back here.
Kurt's up top with it now. Fed down low. Good give by Kurt Burleson. Good finish by Grayson Burleson. Jackson Christian coach wanted a push off, but I liked it either way, Timmy.
Me too. Look good from here.
Good when your post player's got the vision of a point guard.
Yeah.
4-point lead for Summertown. We're under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Vargason with it to the high post. That shot's up and good by Aiden Shaw. He's made a couple from there. Trims the lead back to 2. Sherman trying to work his way in, gives to Grayson. Grayson at the high elbow, going to drive in. They're going to call an offensive foul on Grayson. Tough break there. That'll turn it back over to Jackson Christian. Just the team first of this second half as we're almost at the halfway mark.
Got Reagan checked back in the game.
Well, it's good to see him okay, but it's bad to see him okay.
Bad to see him back in there.
Because as you said, I think he's got, 14 points here just in this first half alone. Vargason with it, top of the key. Swings it cross court, and that's going to hit the back of the backboard, and that'll be a turnover. Give it back to Summertown. The referee gets hit in the leg by Reagan as Reagan's trying to just give it back to him. Miss Shannon White Bennett, she posted as well. Jackson is sick. And that is a big key member to lose here in this ball pressure, ball handling that Summertown's struggling with right now. Give and go to Kurt, off the glass, good, no call. Oh, my goodness. Curley, don't call that late. If you're going to wait that late, don't call anything or let the man underneath call it. Good gracious. Kurt Burleson goes up and finishes the layup, and then after when Jackson Christian's trying to inbound it, we're going to get a late foul. And that will give Kurt his second, I think, if my math's right, Timmy.
Yeah, it is his second. It's our man Curley making that call from half court.
Aiden Shaw up top. Vargason for 3, back of the iron. Rebound Grayson Burleson. Him and Kurt both were there for it. Grayson found a seam out in the corner. Mabry for 3, rolls around, no good. Rebound, Reagan. Here comes Shaw. Over to Jenkins, runner, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Jackson Christian's going to fight for it, and that's going to go out on Jenkins for Jackson Christian. So Summertown will keep it. 3:22 to go here in the second quarter. Mabry with it in the corner. And I tell you what, we got to recognize this trap just a little quicker, Timmy, and because we're just getting a lot of turnovers out of it. As Jenkins going to lead to a wide open layup. He'll tie it up. I think when you make that pass, you got to know once you do something with it. If you're Summertown, you're fixing to have 2 people on you. Somebody's got to be open. Step back jumper on the baseline, no good. But Mabry there for the rebound, off the glass and good.
And one.
Mabry's going to have another and one opportunity. It'll give Summertown the lead back, and he's got a chance to extend it to 3. Sawyer Sherman going to check in. He's going to get Kurt a break. I think Coach Long probably don't want Kurt to pick up a third foul with just under 3 minutes to go in this first half. Mabry can't get that and one opportunity to go. But Summertown does get the lead back. Vargason thought about the three. Summertown in their 1-2-2 zone. Here's Shaw with it. Splits the defense. Kicks out. Vargason thought about three. Now Reagan's got it on the baseline. Now stolen by Mabry. Wide open Howell down low on the give from Grayson Burleson. Howell finished that one for two. Extend the lead back to 4. Shaw with it. Going to dribble clear out back to the top of the key. Cross court pass over to Carlos Robertson. Back to Shaw. Back to Robertson. Thought about the three. Feeding it down low to Reagan. He's going to go up and be fouled. We're going to get a blocking foul, I think, on Howell. That will send Ridgely Reagan to the line, who's had a big first half so far for Jackson Christian, to shoot 2. First one up, in and out, no good. Second one, no good as well, so no harm now, and we're going to get a foul on Jackson Christian going over Howell's back to get that rebound.
Number 11, Tucker Jones, be his first. Be team 4th, so one more will go to the free throw line here with 2 minutes left.
Leighton Sherman will walk it up. He's picked up by Aiden Shaw. Crossing over, hands over to Sawyer. Sawyer drives in, kicks out. Grayson pumped the three, now going to drive baseline. Off the glass, can't get it to go. Rebound Vargason. Vargason pushing up the sideline. He's picked up by Sawyer Sherman. Now he's trapped. Looking for something to do with it. Gives over to Reagan, then tipped out of bounds by Howell. It'll stay with Jackson Christian. They'll be inbounding right in front of the scorer's table.
I'm glad Howell got to that. If he hadn't, if that dude had a wide open layup.
Vargason dribbling into the trap. Now Shaw for a long three. Got it. Good looking shot. Trims the lead down to 1. Minute and a half to go here in the first. Grayson dribbles it right into Shaw. Shaw's got it. He's pushing. He lays it off the glass and gives Jackson Christian the lead back. Maybe trying to drive in. Gets trapped. Now hands off to Grayson. Grayson up top. Sawyer had the three. Pass on it. Gives up to Leighton for 3. Back of the iron, no good. Now we're going to foul underneath. I think they said white ball.
Yeah.
And if it's white ball and if it's a foul on Vargason, then it should be free throws.
Yeah, foul's on Vargason. It should be free throws.
So it should be the 5th foul. So let's see who goes to the line. Are they saying Howell got fouled?
Yeah, it was Howell. As Howell jumped up to get that rebound, he back plumbing under him.
All right. First free throw by Howell. Trying to tie it up. Back of the iron, no good. Got one more coming. We're under a minute to go here in this first half. I want to remind everybody, stay tuned here at halftime. We're going to be talking to Coach Jeremy Jean. Howell can't make either one. Now Mabry's going to get called for the foul as he undercuts Reagan going up for the rebound. Luckily, it's just the team 4th, so no free throws yet. But it will be Jackson Christian's ball. Sometimes this is an opportunity there to at least tie it or take the lead. They trail by 1. Vargason trying to work on Sherman. That's Sawyer Sherman. Then Leighton Sherman's going to tip it away, but he can't save it before it goes out of bounds. So it'll be Jackson Christian's ball inbounding right in front of us here at midcourt. Vargason down low to Reagan. Reagan off the up and under. No call there, as thought Howell took a charge or should have been called for a block. Referee just didn't call anything. 3-point lead now for Jackson Christian. 20 seconds to go here in the first half.
Like Summertown may be Aim to hold for the last shot here.
Well, I think we tried that in the first quarter.
Yeah.
It turned into a turnover and a layup. So got Sherman all alone in the corner. Now we're going to get a foul on Jackson Christian as they foul Grayson Burleson trying to trap him.
Another on Tucker Jones.
Blackwood going to check in. Grayson the line to shoot 2. 7.3 seconds to go. So plenty of time for Jackson Christian to get down the court as Grayson misses the first one. Jenkins going to check back in. So not a bad foul for Jackson Christian. They've got 6 seconds to go and can get one last shot off. 3, 2, 1. Shaw for 3 at the buzzer. No good. And that's how the first half will end. Summertown trails by 3 to a good Jackson Christian team at halftime here in Mount Pleasant in this Christmas tournament. We'll be back in about 2 minutes meeting with Coach Jeremy Jean going over our first half stats here on the Exports Network.
Merry Christmas from Coleman United Methodist Church. For to us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders, and he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Isaiah chapter 9, verse 6. This Old Testament passage promised the coming of our Lord. Jesus is the reason for the season. Jesus is the reason for this season because Jesus is our hope, joy, love, and peace. We pray you feel the power and presence and promise of Jesus today and every day. Merry Christmas. Come worship with us in the sanctuary or online as we learn, love, and serve as disciples of Jesus Christ.
All right, back at it. We'll go over stats and numbers with Timmy here in just a minute. Summertown trails 34-31 here at Mount Pleasant against Jackson Christian. But right now, we get Coach Jeremy Jean. Coach, got to play in the new gym in Loretto, which was big because that's where the district and region tournament will be this year. Yeah. Your team, a lot to brag on, a lot of kids to brag on. Had some kids really step up and grow up this week. But let's just call it what it was. 3 butt whoopings down at Loretto in the new gym and pretty much did it without one starter and had a post player really step up. Brag on your team, what you saw and what you liked.
I mean, that's what we shot the ball really, really well down there. Mm-hmm. Everybody did. But what I liked was the fact that it don't matter who it is. You know, the first night Abby and Rue were, the pick and roll was working and everybody else, they're okay with it. Mm-hmm. Like it's nobody's looking for theirs. And that's what I was proud about all 3 games. Next night it was somebody else, and today Olivia was filling it up from outside, and they kept finding her.
Well, you hope in February that Olivia's as hot in that gym as she was.
Yeah, I mean, we
Christmas.
We made 29 as a team in 3 games.
Right.
So that's the bigger floor helps us out, and that's not a surprise to anybody. That the bigger the floor, the more we can spread you out, and the better we are. But I am really proud of the. There's nobody's selfish out there.
Yeah.
And defensively, especially the last 3 days, both Desher had a girl that's really, really, really good. We held her to 6 points. Mm-hmm. And everybody ended up guarding her at some point, and they did a good job together. Last night, Mars Hill girl had 23, but she's really, really good, strong, physical, and did a good job guarding her too.
Well, and it's one of those things where their best player may score a lot, but the rest of the team don't score any.
Right, that's what helped us last night. She had 23, and a couple of them had 10, but just offensively, I was proud of our execution.
Yeah. Well, Coach, we're off until the 28th.
Yep.
We do have Perry County coming home.
Yep, 4 o'clock.
And that's our only game we've got next week. Is that correct?
No, we got 28, 29, 30th.
Where are we at?
3 in a row at home.
Oh. So we got 3 games in a row next week at home.
Yeah,
I got you. All right. Well, I need to look at my schedule more.
I'll send you the schedule. I figured Ann would told you, but I'll send you a schedule.
I got you. Well, listen, she don't listen. Hey, she don't even tell me when she's sick.
Yeah.
So
we got 3 games next week: 29th, 4 o'clock Perry County, 4 o'clock Cascade, and 2 o'clock Fayetteville City.
10-4. All right. Well, that's Coach Jeremy Jean. Coach, hope you and your bunch have a Merry Christmas, and we'll be looking forward to calling next week. Those 3 games rolling home, and talking to you then. That's Coach Jeremy Jean. We'll be back in about 4 minutes here on the Exports Network.
the best meal from south of the border, head to Cocina Real in Puente Grande for lunch and dinner. With a wide array of mouth-watering entrees, there's something for everyone on the menu. And you can't forget the cheese dip. They'll treat you like family, and you'll never leave hungry. Make Cocina Real Mexican Restaurant and Puente Grande Mexican Restaurant your choice for authentic cuisine, located in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Shop McMaster's Home Gallery for furniture, appliances, and more. And shop quality, shop convenience, shop service, shop local. A family-owned business with a long history of serving the region. We're a one-stop home furnishings destination. We feature brands you know, competitively priced, backed by professional installation and service. You can trust that we'll take good care of you before and after the sale. For your home, shop smart. Shop McMaster's Home Gallery today.
Like you, our roots are in Lawrence County, providing banking for every stage of life since 1934. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank has been not just your bank, but also your friend, helping you with home loans, consumer and auto loans, and your everyday personal banking needs. Lawrenceburg Federal offers you a warm smile and personal experience, as well as the conveniences of modern-day online banking, mobile banking, and telebanking. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, your neighbor and friend, located at 118 West Gain Street next to the courthouse.
Do you ever worry about having too much in the garage? What about where you're going to put the mower, or your ATV, or better yet, your mother-in-law? Look no further than Quality Storage Buildings located right next door to Flat Rock Cheese and More on the Minor Hill Highway in Pulaski, Tennessee. There you'll find the answer to your need in a compact or spacious metal building. Built by hand right at Flat Rock by some of the finest craftsmen around, there's a perfect building for everyone, including economy, utility, cabin, lofted or garage models, and even an animal shelter line. Buy or rent to own, see the different models at Flat Rock or on North Main Street in Ardmore and on Highway 43 South in Dunn. Call today 931-363-3603 or 931-201-2205. The Summit of Lawrenceburg is the premier senior and assisted living community in the region. The Summit makes it home for you or your loved one with diverse suites that welcome and encourage community, plus gathering spaces, neighborhoods, daily activities, and a wonderful staff that supports you every day.
Hi, I'm Tara Blue. I'm the new director of the Summit, and we would like to invite you and your family to come and tour our facility. We would love to see you here.
Hey guys, I'm Kyle Hammock, General Manager here at Heritage Automotive, your Chevy GMC dealer in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. I'm from Marshall County, Tennessee, where I went to Cornersville High School. I attended Cumberland University. After Cumberland, I went into the United States Marine Corps to serve the country. After that, I went right back into the car business. I'm very familiar with the car business. I have been around the car business pretty much my entire life. And my commitment to you is to ensure the most competitive new and used vehicle pricing on the market, as well as the best service around. Well, we'll treat you like family here at Heritage Automotive in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Head on over to Shaw Southeast Distributing in Lawrenceburg to find everything you need for your home, business, or fundraiser. To make life easier, Shaw Southeast Distributing now accepts EBT cards. Have a concession stand, food truck, or just your kitchen at home? Leave it to Shaw to fill your shelves with ease. Shaw Southeast Distributing delivers. Family owned and operated. Phone 931-762-7760. Follow us on Facebook or visit us at 1603 Rimke Avenue in Lawrenceburg.
The Hidden Garden, located just off the square in downtown Lawrenceburg, is your hometown oasis for massage, aesthetics, full hair and nail services, and body waxing. Gift certificates are available, and be sure to follow them on Facebook for their specials. The Hidden Garden, your peace, your place. 222 Pulaski Street, Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, or phone 931-762-9799.
If you want the best clean and wash experience, you need to catch the happy wave at Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Don't settle for streaks, dirt residue, water spots, and weak vacuums that you can get at just any car wash. At all our locations, you will be greeted by a smiling attendant who will pre-wash your car front and back to remove any stubborn bugs and dirt before guiding you through the tunnel, where your car will be treated to the ultimate spa treatment with state-of-the-art equipment and one-of-a-kind wash experience that will give your car a showroom shine. Afterwards,
All right, we're back. Kind of run over some stats here real quick. For Summertown, you had Sawyer Sherman had 6. Mabry ended up with 10 big points. Kurt Burleson with a 2. Howell with 2. Grayson Burleson with 11 for our 31. Down on their team, they had Shaw with 9. Jenkins had 7. Rosa had 2. And Reagan ended up with 16 huge points right there. I mean, it's just can't seem to do nothing with him down in the post area, and he's out guarding people out on the perimeter too. So kid's pretty tough to do anything with. But we're going to start back here.
All right. Jackson Christian's ball coming out of the break. 3-pointer up, no good by Berman Jenkins. Rebound by Graham Howell, who started this second half. Layton, turnaround jumper, elbow, can't get it to go. Rebound Shaw. Shaw did a good job just keeping his foot in there.
Yes, he did.
That'll lead to a layup by Reagan in transition, who I just heard you bragging on while you were doing the
I don't know if I was bragging on
stats. Grayson up, no call, gets his rebound off the glass, gets blocked by Jenkins. Now Mabry going to go up, he'll get the foul call. Tell you, Grayson had the opportunity to be shooting free throws twice there. And couldn't get any call, and then Mabry's going to drive in. He will get the call. And, Timmy, I know we missed our last 3 free throws there in that first half. What was our free throw percentage in that first half?
Well, it was 3 for 7.
I got you. So, got to clean that up.
Yes.
First free throw by Mabry's good. He's got one more coming.
We made our first 3, then missed the next 4.
Lawrence going to check out as Rose going to check in for Christian. Second free throw good by Mabry as well. How many Mabry have in the first half?
He had 10.
So he's got
that gives
12
him 12
points.
12 points here in the game. He's having a good game.
3-pointer corner, no good. Rebound, Kurt Burleson. Kurt's had a kind of a quiet night on the scoring end of it, but he's done a really good job defending and rebounding. They left Sherman alone. Layton will let it fly. It's short. Kurt coming in there with a rebound off the glass and good just as soon as I say he's not having a good night scoring.
Yeah, I think he heard you.
Has a big rebound and a big putback. Trims the lead down to 1.
Yeah, he followed that shot right there, Clint. I mean, to me, that's what you have to do.
Did a great job reading the miss, didn't he?
Yes.
Shaw for a jumper, good. And I tell you what, you let Shaw get a little bit of separation. That little pull-up jumper he's got from around 15 feet, it's hard to defend. He's made several of them.
Yes.
Maybe you're going to get stripped away from him. Going to pick it up, now hand it off to Kurt Burleson. Had somebody on their feed asking where the Lawrence County game was. Well, it's on the Exports Network, and it's at Lawrence County, in case anybody's still wondering. I just missed what happened. Who made the basket? And
that was Howell.
Howell finishes that basket
yes.
for 2. Trims the lead back to 1.
Feed from Sherman from the wing to wide open and on the basket.
Bargeson out in the corner. Reagan trying the 3. It's about the only thing he hadn't hit was a 3. Grayson going to pull up, transition, 3-pointer, can't get it to go. Reagan will clear that rebound for Jackson Christian. In the paint, runner up and good by Kelsey Rose. Puts the lead back to 3 for Christian. Layton getting trapped, feeds it to Howell, high post. Now to Mabry. Now Grayson will let the 3 fly from the corner. Got it. Ties us up at 40. Thought we had a timeout, but the net just got stuck. Grayson popped that net so good it messed it up, hung it up in the rim.
Yeah, it didn't hit nothing but the bottom of it that time, Brody.
We're tied at 40 here with 5:10 to go in the third quarter. Fed down low to Reagan, up and under, good. I think he got poked in the eye as well. Probably could have got a foul call on Summertown. Grayson up and under on the reverse, no good. Can't get the foul called. Swings it up top. Luckily Howell there for the rebound. Layton Sherman with it, driving. Working in, gives to Mabry. Mabry going up, right-hand layup. Can't get it to go as Jenkins going to get a hand on it and block it. Vargason out to Jenkson. Pull-up jumper in the elbow, rolls around, can't get it to go, then tipped up, and I don't even know who you give that point to because Summertown and Christian were fighting for that, so I guess you give it to the closest one.
We'll give it to Tucker Jones. He ain't got none yet.
There you go. Grayson driving in, right-handed runner, good. Good take by Grayson. Brings it back to only a 2-point deficit. Jenkins going to dribble it off his foot, and it did cross over the timeline as he tried to save it. Turn it over to Summertown. Mabry inbounds to Leighton Sherman. He's picked up by the athletic Shaw. Swings it over to Mabry in the corner. Sawyer Sherman set to check in on the next ball. Leighton driving in, can't get the floater to go. Rebounding Jackson Christian, here they come. Vargason, he's getting trapped now. Got over to Reagan in the corner. Get a timeout by Jackson Christian. We'll take it with him. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on the X Sports Network.
It's time for some straight talk about zero-turn mowers. Husqvarna's zero-turn performance mowers with rugged commercial drive give you high performance and a comfortable ride. Heavy-duty frame and chassis and commercial hydraulics take no punishment. With warranties now up to 5 years and low financing options, there's no competition. For a straight-up deal on the best in professional zero-turn mowers, go straight to your Husqvarna dealer.
Like you, our roots are in Lawrence County, providing banking for every stage of life since 1934. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank has been not just your bank, but also your friend.
Summertown trails by 2 coming out of the timeout with 3:35 to go here in the third quarter. Reagan for Jackson drives in, and I think he missed the shot trying to follow it. He's going to go over Kurt's back and pick up a foul.
Be his second.
That ain't good. I need them to say it's his fourth.
His fourth, yeah.
Burleson dribbling top of the key. That's Grayson Burleson. Hands off to Mabry. Mabry drives in, swings out. Goes between both Sherman brothers, just goes out of bounds. Turn it back over to Jackson Christian. Reagan with it on the backdoor cut to Shaw. Runner can't get it to go. Grayson Burleson deflected just enough to mess the shot up. Comes Grayson driving in a little out of control. We're going to get a blocking foul, though.
On who?
If that would have went either way, I don't know.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter. If they'd have called the charge or the
they're going to call that one on Jenkins. As you said, Timmy, on who? Because Grayson took out 2 of them.
Yeah, he took out 2.
First free throw no good by Grayson. He's had a good game tonight, but he has struggled from the free throw line. I think that's, if my math's correct, I think that's 3 in a row. Needs to right the ship here. Trim this lead to 1. And he does. Grayson makes 1 of 2. Summertown trails by 1. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the third. Vargason with it. Trying to work on Leighton Sherman. Now over to Shaw. Shaw working on Mabry. Drives baseline, gets cut off. Then stolen by Grayson Burleson. They're trying to feed Reagan down low. Grayson's just going to pick it, drive the lane, floater up in front of the rim. Good. Give Summertown the lead back. Going to get an offensive foul now on Carlos Robertson. They have to turn it back over to Summertown. You know, I've done a good job trying to brag on all our administrators. I don't see any of them here tonight. I don't know if you do, Timmy. But I do want to give a shout out to our football coach. He's here tonight in attendance. Shot up and good by Kurt Burleson and the foul. And, you know, you get any kind of attendance during this holiday break.
You've done something.
But Will, Timmy, I'm just going to tell y'all, when Coach Gene said we got 3 games in a row, we play. So that mean we play Sunday night? I thought he said the 28th, 29th, 30th. That's right. There's 31 days. That would be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, wouldn't it? Sorry, math's hard on me sometimes.
Well, we know where you got your education.
Right. Kirk couldn't make the free throw. Then Shaw's going to come the other end. He's going to bury the jumper again. Now Grayson's going to pull up. Long 3 won't go. Rebound Robertson. So now leads it by 1. Just under 2 minutes to go in the third. Mabry goes down. Shaw just going to clear back out, though. Now he's going to find a seam, drive in, runner rolls around, and good. Grayson going to pick his dribble up as his team's down by 1. In the corner to Mabry for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound, Leighton Sherman. Sherman to Kurt. He gets stopped. Now back to Leighton for 3. Rolls around, no good. I think we're going to push in the back on Reagan going after that rebound as
that'll be their 5th.
And that should send Grayson back to the line to shoot 2. 6 fouls to none here in this third quarter, so you can hear some discuss from the Jackson Christian fans that are all right in front of us. Well, we can't make the free throws. Grayson misses that one. Hopefully he can make this one and tie it up. No good. No harm there for Jackson Christian other than Reagan picking up his 3rd foul. Coach for Jackson Christian is going to gamble. He's going to keep Reagan in. So if I'm Coach Longer, I'm Summertown. If he's in on defense and we go back down the floor, I'm taking it right at him. Shaw, jumper, elbow, no good.
Yeah, you get a 4th foul on him right here in this third quarter.
He's matched up with Grayson Burleson too. Nah, I thought maybe ran without the ball a little too fast and didn't hear the whistle. That kid just keeps playing.
Yeah.
Maybe we're going to get called for the travel. Reagan inbounds to Shaw. Tell you, it's a really good Jackson Christian team, but Shaw and Reagan, boy, I can see a whole lot of dots by their name, Timmy, on your scoring book.
They're both having pretty good nights.
Jenkins driving baseline out to Shaw. Oh, they're going to call a foul on Mabry, and I would say that would be a offensive foul if it wasn't 5 fouls to nothing, Timmy.
Yeah, it would have had to have been. That's Mabry is second.
That's one of those that tells me you can't tell me referees don't know the foul count.
Yeah.
Reagan driving in. Runner up, no good, but a follow-up there by Kelsey Rose. He'll put it in the basket. Good. Extends the lead to 3. Grayson, fadeaway, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Sherman saves it, but it goes right to Reagan. Reagan for Jackson Christian, pushing, 23 seconds to go. We'll see if Christian tries to hold for 1. Got the count on, but now he dribbles out of it. That's Vargason. Swings up top to Shaw. Gonna let the long 3 fly. Rolls around, no good. Jenkins there for the rebound. It won't go. That's gonna go out of bounds off of Reagan. It'll keep it with Summertown, but only 0.5 seconds to go. Grayson at the buzzer at half court, no good. That's how this third quarter ends. Summertown trails by 3. We'll be back in a couple of minutes here on the Exports Network.
Do you ever worry about having too much in the garage? What about where you're going to put the mower or your ATV? Or better yet, your mother-in-law? Look no further than Quality Storage Buildings located right next door to Flat Rock Cheese and More on the Minor Hill Highway in Pulaski, Tennessee. There you'll find the answer to your need in a compact or spacious metal building. Built by hand right at Flat Rock by some of the finest craftsmen around, there's a perfect building for everyone, including economy, utility, cabin, lofted or garage models, and even an animal shelter line. Buy or rent to own, see the different models at Flat Rock or on North Main Street in Ardmore and on Highway 43 South in Dunn. Call today 931-363-3603 or 931-201-2205.
Be Summertown's ball, start of the fourth quarter. They trail by 3 to a very good Jackson Christian team. Leighton Sherman coming off the screen, cross-court pass over to Mabry. Now to Kurt. Kurt with it, left wing, back up top. Leighton Sherman with it, drives, runner, good. Good take by Leighton. He'll narrow the gap down to 2.
Get him back in the scoring column. First time he scored since the first quarter.
Mabry going to pick the pass, a lazy pass there by Vargason. He's going to finish the layup for 2. Just like that, Summertown, 7:22 to go in the fourth, down 3. All of a sudden, up 1, Timmy.
Yep.
Jenkins. Up top to Shaw. Shaw dribbling around, swings it out. Lawrence for 3. Rolls around, no good. Summertown, Kurt Burleson and Grayson Burleson both fighting for it. Luckily, Summertown came down with it.
Well, there's only 2 there.
Leighton with it, trying to find something to do, and I think we're going to pick up our 4th foul on Reagan as he couldn't get off that switch. That's big for Summertown, as Kelsey Rose will check in for Reagan. Grayson driving in, runner can't get it to go, but he's fouled. That'll send Grayson back to the line, but Summertown has got to start making some free throws, Timmy, if they want to win this ball game.
He's got these. I feel it. 2 in a row.
First one just won't go.
Well, I tried, Virgin.
And to Grayson, I feel bad for him because he looked just so frustrated. He's had a great night just everywhere but the foul line. Second one does go. Sends the lead to 2. Summertown applying the full court man. Vargason with it. Swings it over to Lawrence. Lawrence picks his dribble up, back to Vargason in the corner. Back to Lawrence now on the right wing. Drives in. Runner up and good by Aiden Shaw. Hard to keep that young man from getting where he wants to go,
yeah,
Timmy.
He pretty well just goes where he wants to when he wants to.
We're tied at 52. Summertown with the ball. Leighton Sherman with it. Lawrence all over him. Swings it out. Howell for 3 in the corner. Too long. Probably could have picked up a foul on Kurt. He tips it away, and Sherman's going to throw it to Jackson Christian. Shaw going to drive in. Can't get that runner to fall. One of the few misses he's had on those shots. Here comes Grayson with it, pushing. Probably gets fouled, no call. Howell with it now. He stopped in the corner, give and go on the back door to Grayson. Off the glass and good. Good pass by Howell. Good finish by Grayson. Gives Summertown the lead back, 54-52. Jenkins with it. Cross timeline. Up top to Vargason. Stop, jumper, free throw line, no good. Kurt clears that rebound, kicks up top to Mabry. Mabry picks his dribble up, back to Kurt. Kurt's got a seam, but it got cut off real quick, and he goes back to Mabry. Mabry almost wasn't ready for it, and Mabry's going to drive in. He's going to get fouled. I think they're going to call that on the floor.
He tried to get a
He did a great job to try to get that shot off.
Yeah, he did. Blackwood's going to come in for Howell.
Grayson inbound. In the corner for 3. Rolls around no good. Blackwood trying to keep it alive, and he does. But Robertson's going to strip it from him, save it, and then give it to Jackson Christian. Runner up coast to coast by Berman Jenkins. That'll knock this thing back up at 54. Leighton coming off the screen, can't get the runner to fall, but Kurt there for the rebound, off the glass and good. We're going to get a full timeout by Coach Long. We'll take it with him. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the X Sports Network. All right, back at it. Summertown leads by 2. We're under 5 minutes to go here in the contest. Jackson Christian with it. Vargason with it. Feeding down low on the lob to Berman Jenkins, and he'll finish that basket and tie us back up. Hurt hands off to Grayson. Grayson spinning, high post, now out to Sherman. Pump the 3, step back, nothing to do with it. Now Kurt, he'll drive in, runner won't go, and they're going to call the second charge of the night on Kurt.
It'll be his third, Clint.
Well, I think this late in the contest, you can't worry about it.
4 minutes left. I think we'll go with it.
All right. Vargason with it. He gets stopped. Hands off. Now runner by Aiden Shaw. It won't go. Rebound, Mabry. Walking it up is Sherman. Sorry, folks. I'm trying to send a text and do this at the same time.
Grayson with a deep 3 off the front of the rim, no good.
Can't get it to go. Sherman almost popped it out of Shaw's hand, but it wouldn't work. Shot up, no good, no call. As Shaw took it to the rim. Now Grayson, runner, can't get it to go. Now Shaw, snowbirding on the other end. It's going to be kicked off of Mabry. Tough luck there for both squads.
Yeah. Well, there, if Mabry would have just stayed on his feet, Shaw lost the handle of it. He could have just picked it up and come right back with it. But.
So to go out of bounds, Jackson Christian will be inbounding as Howell and Sawyer Sherman are going to check back in. They'll get Blackwood and Leighton Sherman, and just like that, Kurt Burleson is going to pick up his 4th on the lightest touches foul. But again, I think referees just decided they needed to call something in that.
Yeah, need to try to even it up a little bit. Going to give Kurt a break there. So Leighton Sherman's going to come back.
I'd say you'll see a lot of timeouts and offensive, defensive substitutions here.
I think.
And now we're going to get a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back here on the X Sports Network.
No matter what your Christmas tradition may be,
we hope you enjoy the season immensely.
Whether you celebrate with family or pals or your best furry friends, our Marcus Insurance family wishes you the merriest of Christmases and the happiest of New Years.
Merry Christmas!
Timmy's theme song coming on.
Little YMCA. I don't know if that's my theme song or not. If Tucker Bryant's listening, he's probably dancing when it come on. I don't know.
Reagan is checked back in for Christian, and they're going to feed it out to Berman Jenkins. He's going to bury the 3. Give Jackson Christian a 3-point lead with 3 minutes approaching here in the contest. Grayson picks his dribble up in the corner to Mabry. Mabry's going to drive in. Runner won't go, but he's fouled. Good job taking it to the paint. Mabry again, he'll work his way back to the free throw line with a chance to cut this down to a 1-point deficit. Free throw good. Second one on its way, good as well. Mabry having a good night tonight. Got a whistle. Don't know what we've called.
I don't think anybody does. But it did give Summertown time to get in defensive position there.
All right. I thought they might have been blowing it, maybe saying Mabry went across the line, but they haven't took a point away, so that must not have been it either. Jenkins with it, who just buried 3, gives up top to the point guard Shaw. Shaw driving in, now kicks out. He's got it back now, does Shaw. Finds him a seam, drives in, layup good. That's quicker than a hiccup, Timmy.
Yeah, he was going to have problems with his speed during warm-ups.
Coach Long just going to have to risk it as Kurt gets right back up. Leighton Sherman with it now. Fed down low, good feed to Grayson. Goes up, can't get it to go. But Grayson's going to be fouled there by Deuce Lawrence. That'll send Grayson back to the line to shoot a pair.
give that foul to Jenkins.
Yeah, I just realized that. Free throw good by Grayson. Back to a 1-point deficit. Leighton Sherman will take a break. As Kurt comes back in. Second free throw won't go for Grayson. See how aggressive and how fast Christian wants to play now with a 3-point lead and 2 minutes approaching. Shaw working in, going to take it. Runner, no good, but he's fouled, and I think they're going to, the way Grayson's reacting, I think they're going to take that to Grayson. And they will.
Just Grayson's second foul of the night.
So that will send Aiden Shaw to the line to shoot a pair. From Lawrence County, they're hosting the Christmas term. They lead University School out of Jackson 26-17. Almost halftime there. Did he miss the first, make the second one, Timmy?
Yes.
So 1 of 2 good. Summertown trails by 4. We're under 2 minutes to go. Grayson trying to come off the high screen by Kurt. Swings it out and it gets tipped, stolen. Now luckily Summertown trying to steal it back, and Mabry just couldn't save it before it goes out of bounds. Howell going to check in for Leighton Sherman. I think Leighton's coming in for offense. Howell coming in for defense here. These final minute 45. Sometimes got to get a stop. Shaw hands out to Reagan. He's not going to be in any hurry with it. Shaw's got it back to top of the key with Mabry all over him. Timmy, I think we may be at one of them that, as good as Mabry is, I don't know that he can guard Shaw one-on-one.
Yeah.
I think when Shaw's got it, if you're trying to deny, I think you're going to have to just double team him, trap him, make him give it up. Reagan going to drive in, going to feed it out. Grayson almost came away with a steal, but it's going to go off Grayson's hands, go out of bounds.
Brown's going to need a couple of fouls here to get them to the free throw line.
Yeah.
We just have the 3.
Shaw with it. Working in, just going to work back out. Not trying to score is Shaw because he's had that runner all night. Got a wide open man down low, layup. Can't get it to go. Rebound Grayson. Kelsey Rose couldn't have been more wide open on the give, but Grayson's got it and he's pushing. Grayson can't get that runner to go. Here comes Reagan pushing the other way for Christian. He'll finish the layup for 2. Sends the lead out to 6. Summertown running out of room and time. Sawyer Sherman's got it. We're going to get the timeout by Coach Long. We'll take it with them, our last one of the night. Stay with us here on the Exports Network.
Shop McMaster's Home Gallery for furniture, appliances, and more. And shop quality, shop convenience, shop service, shop local. A family-owned business with a long history of serving the region. We're a one-stop home furnishings destination. We feature brands you know, competitively priced, backed by professional installation and service. You can trust that we'll take good care of you before and after the sale. For your home, shop smart. Shop McMaster's Home Gallery today.
All right, back at it. Summertown run out of time. Sawyer Sherman for 3, buries it. Cuts the lead in half. Summertown needing a stop. Jenkins with it. He's got a wide open lane. His runner, good. Down to back down 5 again. Sawyer Sherman for 3 again. It's short, but Mabry there for the rebound. Up and under, reverse layup, good. Going to get a full timeout by Coach Long. Will, you said it. We may get 3 or 4 more timeouts before it's over with. We'll take 30 seconds with them. Be right back here on the Exports Network.
And dinner. With a wide array of mouth-watering entrees, there's something for everyone on the menu. And you can't forget the cheese dip. They'll treat you like family, and you'll never leave hungry. Make Cocina Real Mexican Restaurant and Puente Grande Mexican Restaurant your choice for authentic cuisine, located in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Summertown trails by 3, 17.2 seconds to go. It'll be Jackson Christian's ball. Summertown applying the full court pressure. Timmy, I think now if you're Summertown, if they get it in, you got to know who you're fouling right away.
Yeah, you got to know who you're going to foul right here.
Reagan gets it in, gets tipped out by Mabry. That one gets knocked out of bounds, so we'll do it again. Reagan gives it in to Jenkins. Casey Blackwood's going to pick up that quick foul. Only 3 seconds ran off the clock, but it will send Berman Jenkins to the free throw line to shoot a – oh, nope,
no,
just the fourth, excuse me.
Just the fourth.
So now you got to know who you want to do again. Give it in to Shaw, and he's fouled immediately by Howe. That'll send the point guard Aiden Shaw, who's had a big night. I thought Howe was about to hit him so hard he's about to go through that bench. Christian has no rebounders. Again, if you're not used to this new format, it is a two-shot format. There are no one-and-ones anymore. Shaw makes the first. Puts the lead back to 4, which is big, 2-possession game. Misses the second one. Kirk gets the rebound, gives up to Grayson. Grayson's pushing. Grayson trying to fight in the lane, can't get it to go. Kirk there for the rebound, can't get the foul call. Christian's just going to hold it. I think Grayson's going to end up fouling with 4.3 seconds to go. Coach Long wanting to know how Grayson or Kurt one didn't get a foul call in.
Reagan was down here hanging on the rim on the other end of the basket, other end of the court too. I think that's what he was.
And Coach Long just said he can't hang on the rim.
Yeah.
Free throw good by Deuce Lawrence. Second one no good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Grayson pull up 3. Can't get it to go. Summertown will drop this one in a close one. 68-63. We'll be back in 1 minute going over final tallies and stats sending home here on the X Sports Network.
If you want the best clean and wash experience, you need to catch the happy wave at Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Don't settle for streaks, dirt residue, water spots, and weak vacuums that you can get at just any car wash. At all our locations, you will be greeted by a smiling attendant who will pre-wash your car front and back to remove any stubborn bugs and dirt before guiding you through the tunnel, where your car will be treated to the ultimate spa treatment with state-of-the-art equipment and one-of-a-kind wash experience that will give your car a showroom shine. Afterwards, you can help yourself to our free powerful vacuums, cleaning cloths, and glass and surface cleaner for the perfect finishing touch. When it comes to caring for your car, don't settle for any wash and pay for all the extras. Get the best when you catch the happy wave at your local Tidal Wave Auto Spa.
All right, back at it here on the X Sports Network. Summertown drops a tough one there, 68-63 to a very good Jackson Christian team. Team, you got our final tallies and stats, sir.
I do. We'll start with them down here. You had Shaw ended up with 21 on the night. Jenkins had 16. Rose had 7. Jones ended up with 2. And Reagan ended up with 22.
Kind of a three-headed monster there, all in double figures.
All in double figures, and very good players there. They shot 6 for 9 from the free throw line tonight.
Right.
And to me, that's the difference in the game. But Sawyer Sherman ended up with 11. Mabry had 18 big points tonight.
Huge.
That's huge for Mabry. Done a great job on defense tonight, too. Kurt Bartleson ended up with 8. Howe had 4. Grayson Bartleson ended up with 23. So, I mean, you know, we put the points together, but the big story to me is the free throws. We was 9 for 19 from the 3-4 line, and we lost by 7.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you shoot 70% from the free throw line, you win that game.
Yeah. Well, we lost by 5, right? Yeah. 68-63, only lost by 5. So if you make half of them, we're tied.
Yeah, we lost by 5. So I think that's huge. I think that's something that we need to correct some way. I don't know how to do it, but of course we had good nights. I mean, some of our guys, this is a very athletic team.
It is, and who we're going to play tomorrow. We played the team that just put it on, Cornersville, that we saw when we got here. Very big Franklin Classical team that very big. But Timmy,
it's big, athletic. They got up and down the floor very well too.
You know as well as I do, it'll do us better to lose a game against that team than blow out somebody. So Summertown should learn from this one.
And they will. I mean, I think that was a good team to play. That was a very athletic team, very well coached team. Like I said, you've got 3 guys in double figures, 21, 22, and 16. And they pretty well, Shaw pretty well went where he wanted to with the ball when he wanted to.
And if I'm looking at your score sheet right, Summertown only had 4 players in that scored, 5 players that scored.
Yes, we had 5 players that scored. That's all we had. We had
and again, Summertown missing a real good ball handler and a real good shooter in Jackson
and
Bennett.
Tonight in this game, Jackson would have been a big help in that game.
Just ball handling.
Just ball handling and been there to move the ball to, and his defense.
Right.
The defense he plays, because this, like I said, this is a very quick team, and they got up and down the floor well.
All right, well, Adam and Cody and China will be on the call for you guys tomorrow night. Summertown plays at 5 against Franklin Classical back here at Mount Pleasant. Thank you for tuning in. We'll have that game covered for you tomorrow. For the technical man extraordinaire, Mr. Will Pettis, for stat man extraordinaire, Mr. Timmy Kinnick, this is Clint Brazier saying so long, everybody.
Clint Brazier goes the distance for local sports on the X Sports Network.